Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to all teachers, judges, and all parents who attend this presentation. We are from team 103. My name is Khaleed. Next to me is Fatih, Farhat, and Muhammad Zidane Fachreza. Today, we will present our research on prototype green energy and clean water. Next. As we all know, living in Indonesia has been facing a lot of water pollution problems, and we are also in need of electricity. Those problems sparked our idea to make a prototype water filtration and hydroelectric generator. Next.
Based on Khaleed's statement before, we could pick some of the problem formulation, which is how do we combine a hydroelectric power plant and water filter. And for our objective is to provide a solution to solve water pollution and global warming, and also test the effectiveness of our prototype. And for our research benefits is to apply theoretical knowledge to real world situation, and hopefully our research contribute to scientific literature. Next, please. These are some of the theoretical bases that we use for our research. First is basic principles of hydropower, and also we use the Kaplan turbine design for our hydropower plant. And also we use the definition of clean water and how to determine it. Also we search for the variation of domestic waste and the example of it. And we also search for the danger of detergent waste in water and the danger for our skin. And for our research method, we use quantitative to measure the effectiveness and the efficiency in terms of electrical output and the water improvement from the filter. Next.
Okay, from the theoretical framework as explained beforehand, we can make a base assumption of our research, which is the first one. We assume that there is a water current that is strong enough to move the turbine so that it can produce an electricity. Second, we believe that both the detergent and domestic waste can be filterized effectively. And the third, we assume that this is a novel way of usage of hydroelectric power plant. And for the hypothesis H0, this innovative was proven to be ineffective. And H1, this innovation was proven to be effective. Next. For the instrument we use to collect our data of our research was, first we use LED light. We target our generator so that it can produce enough electricity so that it can light up at least one LED light bulb. And the second, we use litmus paper. We run a pH measurement test. So the indicator we see are physical examination and pH measurement. Next.
As you can see, these are the images of our prototype design. In the left side is our image of water filtration design, which contain active carbon, zeolite rock, silica sand, and filtration sponge. We also use wire netting to hold the structure of it. And on the right side is the image of our full prototype design. Next, please. And we're moving to procedures and process of making. First is we search for the reference and designing the prototype. Second is we measuring and build the turbine container structure or the water tunnel. And third is assembling the turbine as a power generator as well as the water filtration. And fifth is testing the water filtration system. Six, and the last two is product finishing and final product testing, which unfortunately we couldn't achieve it because there is some issues when assembling the power generator.
Okay, so we will demonstrate the filtration system of our product. Okay, so the subject we use here are murky water we found from the nearby pond. Before it was filtered, it was green because of mold and mud, but after filtered, as the audience can see here, it will become clean. Thank you. We can move to the next video. Next slide, yeah. Okay, so after the test that the audience have seen before, these are the result of our product testing. We have to regrettably inform that we haven't done the test on hydroelectric power plant yet because due to some limitation, but we do have a result of our filtration system, which is we have 3 subjects with all of them have the same amount of volume, but with different amount of substance in it. The first subject have 600 milliliter, but have 15 gram of detergent. After 3-time test, we can see that the pH first before filter was 14, turned to 8 to 10. The color from purplish white to clear, but still there is slightly hazy color in it. And the second subject, we use less amount of detergent, which is 10 gram. The pH from 13 becomes 7 to 8. The color is the same, purplish white, but become more clear, but still there is a bit of haze, white haze in there. And the final subject is the same amount of water that the audience has seen in the video before. It was a dirty water from nearby fish pond. There's a lot of mud and mold in there. pH still the same because there is no any detergent or any chemical, but the color turned from murky green to clear. And here are the table tests and the data that we have collected. All of them was tested 3 times. Yeah, next.
So, as you have seen before, and at the last slide, at the first test we got a bad result, but at the second and third test, we got a good result. Sadly, we can't continue this prototype because some problems are unable to complete the hydroelectrical generator. In conclusion, our water filtration system works successfully. It has filtered harmful chemicals and murky water changed to clear water. It was safe to bathe with it, but we do not encourage anyone to drink it yet. Although our research is not yet fully successful, but we still have optimism to continue research prototype. That's all from us. Thank you. Any question and suggestion?
Thank you so much for the presentation. Please give applause to our presenters. Okay, so following the presentation, we would like to have it bring feedback, suggestion, and advice, or perhaps question from the judges. We're going to start from Daniel.
Thank you very much for your presentation. First of all, let me start by saying I actually appreciated that you gave us some visual to show us the process of what you've done. It's always nice when we hear you talk to be able to visualize it by what you've done, and I think you should do more of that and include more visual like this. On that, a few improvements you could do. When you talk about the results and you tell us about the colors going in, colors going out, you could have shown us pictures of before and after. That's always very effective. Instead of text telling us about the color, why not show us a picture? This is what it was like when it came in, this is what it was like when it came out. You know, and then you tell us about it in your words. Another thing, you showed the 3 charts right after that of the results, which were written Bahasa. So I think if you're presenting this in English, you should have these charts written in English as well. Secondly, if you put 3 charts like that on a screen, nobody's going to read them. So you got to put them one at a time. Otherwise, there's no point in putting that there. We're not, you know, we won't have the time to go through all 3 in the 30 seconds it's there. So when you do stuff like that, make sure there's a reason for it. You really want to show us the chart and the result, make sure it's there, clear, and that we can read it. Okay? Furthermore, what you've got there, it was sitting on a table, we couldn't really see. I wish you had shown us, maybe while somebody's telling us, shown us basically, okay, we've got it here, this is how this works, we put this here, this is, you showed us on the screen some pictures, but you've got the item there that you could really hold and say, this is what it looks like. Like a picture is worth 1,000 words, but an actual item is worth millions of words. So make sure you use your prototype and say, this is what we've got, in a way we can see it, okay? Not just sitting on a table. I see you've got other things there. I don't know what they are. I'm not sure. I wish you'd use these during your presentation to really show us what you're talking about, okay? Now, I got one tiny question. Can you tell me applications for this in the real world? How would that fit within production of hydroelectricity? Like, I'm not sure, I don't quite understand. Can you explain that to me?
The application in the real world, we can use this filtration and hydroelectrical generator in some rivers at villages that need to clean water and electrical use.
In some village, there is a river, but the people on the village used to wash clothes in its river. So the river become polluted with detergent. It was a common problem that we see in almost every rural area in village in Indonesia. So with this research, we believe that it can solve that problem. Not only that, it filters the water, but it also provide a green energy electricity for the villager.
So what you're saying, the whole project is basically building some perhaps small hydroelectricity turbine, which at the same time will clean the water for further down the river.
Yes, but this is still a small scale, but we believe the application will be on a bigger scale so that it will be more effective in the future.
So basically pairing with the making of electricity, you can also clean the water.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the advice and passion, Mr. Daniel.
Yeah, continuing the feedbacks from Mrs. Laura.
Yes, thank you for the time. So congratulations for the group. Yeah, I enjoyed your presentation regarding your innovation, how to filter it, how to manage the water from the river, and yeah, I have some comment, same with the previous Mr. Talk about the application for this prototype. Do you have any information before, for example, regarding with the water management in some areas? So because for example, in Surabaya, we also have the domestic water, for example, from the household. And is there the problem? And you can promote, for example, your product to solve the problem in some areas. And the second question, regarding with your answer from the previous questions, maybe the application for your prototype, you can apply in the rural areas or the village. So some people can use this prototype, for example, when they use the river water, and then maybe the river water filtered by this prototype, and the water can be a drink? Or
May
what's
I
happening?
clarify? We don't encourage anyone to drink it yet because there is still a little amount of chemical in there. So it was still not safe to drink yet. But maybe in the future, we can research it more so that it can be a drinkable. But for now, it can only be for shower or washing hand, but not to inside our body. Thank you.
Excuse me, can you repeat the first question?
Is there any information that you obtained before regarding with the water management, like in the urban area, such as in Surabaya? Is there any problem regarding with the water management? And is there opportunity, for example, maybe you can apply your prototype to problem solving in the urban area like Surabaya regarding with the water management?
We observe at mini river at school, at home, and we found at side roads that there's a river that have so many trash, and it contaminated by detergent domestic trash.
Yeah, when I drive by in the side road, I observe there is a lot of river near the household that polluted by the detergent waste and domestic waste. And yeah, because of that, we make our prototype to solve that environmental problem.
It's all from us. Thank you for the question.
Right. We would like to entertain any advice or suggestion or any question from. Yes, please. Okay, seeing none, then. Yeah, seeing none, then we'll just continue with the research advisors.
Okay, thank you. I think Team 103, great job. Your research and presentation on combining hydroelectric power with water filtration technology was impressive. This might not be perfect yet, but it can always be improved later. Your presentation was clear and well organized. The judges provide useful insights, and I hope you can apply them soon. Keep up the great work and stay motivated as you move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Zat.
Okay, thanks very much for the advice from the research advisor. Due to the time restriction, we would like to just jump to the photo session. We would like to invite all the parents to come forward and having a photo session with the presenters.
This year, so the water goes in here, you've got your filter. Okay. Oh, the generator before the and then it goes to filtration and then down back to the river. Yes. Why is the elbow there? Is there a purpose for the elbow be like this? It's better of this. Like instead of going all the way. Okay. Okay, I see. Now, in my opinion, if you give a presentation like this, you really maybe should have it set up so you can use this to show us. Because now this is interesting. I'm like, yeah, okay, now I get it. Yes. But by sitting there, it just, okay. Yeah.